Hello, and welcome to episode 3 of the Oakland Schools Insider. I'm Superintendent Kenneth Gutman. As we move further into the school year, we continue to see the impact of innovation, collaboration, and a shared commitment to supporting every student every day. In today's episode, we're taking a closer look at digital accessibility, highlighting important health education work happening across our districts, and showcasing how Oakland Schools is expanding access for all learners. Let's get started. I'm joined in studio by Oakland Schools Director of Communication Services, Sherry Collins, to talk about digital accessibility and important updates to web accessibility requirements taking effect this month. Sherry, thank you for joining us. It really means a lot to me, and it's kind of your show, so I appreciate you being on it. Can you help define what digital accessibility means in the context of schools and communication?
Well, sure, Ken. Thank you for having me for this episode. We really do appreciate it. So, digital accessibility really means ensuring that all users, including individuals with disabilities, can access digital content such as our website, our documents, and our videos through all means, through all platforms. So, that would be through inclusive design such as captions, alt text, description, and also screen reader compatibility.
That is so important that we have that so everyone can access what we have here. There are updates to web accessibility laws coming later this month. What do school districts need to know about this?
So, a 2024 ruling by the Department of Justice raised the expectations for meeting web accessibility guidelines, and it reinforces the importance of ensuring that all school district digital content is accessible to individuals with disabilities. So, essentially, ensuring that all users can access our digital content.
So what are some of the key areas districts will need to address to meet these expectations?
One of the things that we should focus on, of course, is our website structure, our documents, captioning, and audio descriptions for our videos. So we want to make sure that all of that is accessible, and also our social media content with text and alt images. So that's important. We also want to provide training for staff. We also want to audit our systems. Also, the ISD, we refer to our legal counsel to make sure that we're meeting those standards.
So that's a lot.
It
I mean,
is.
it's a lot.
It is.
How are we working to ensure compliance?
Our approach to this work, Ken, is that we have established a working group across the organization. We have audited our website, the documents that we produce. We're also seeking support from our legal affairs team, as well as third-party support to ensure that we are actually meeting this new raised standard for digital accessibility.
And finally, why is this work relevant for our students, our families, and our communities?
That's a great question. And what it does is it allows us to further lean into what we already support, and that's equity across all parts of the organization, ensuring that all the content that we produce, all the services that we provide, certainly digital content is what we're talking about today, that all of it is accessible to all users.
Well, Sherry, thank you so much for your leadership in ensuring that accessibility remains a priority here at Oakland Schools and across Oakland County. Thank you.
Thank you.
Across Oakland County, school districts are supporting the whole child through comprehensive health education. The Michigan Model for Health is a nationally recognized curriculum implemented in districts across our region, helping students build the knowledge and skills they need to lead healthy, successful lives. This work is led by our health education consultant, Christina Harvey, in partnership with local districts. Here's a closer look at the Michigan Model in action.
The Michigan Model for Health is an evidence-based pre-K through 12 health education curriculum. The engaging lessons are designed to be age-appropriate and appropriately scaffolded so that way students learn the healthy behaviors that they need both within the classroom and out in their homes and community. Michigan Model for Health is the only pre-K through 12 comprehensive health education curriculum that we know of, making it a really great foundation for our districts to start to build their health programs.
Oakland County Health Division works with Oakland schools in various capacities to help support student health and safety. So we work with Oakland schools to receive training, supplies, and technical support along the way. We also work with Oakland schools to identify those schools that are ready for a partnership with us to help them facilitate Michigan Model for Health with Fidelity.
I think that this has been a great program for our students. The lessons have been engaging to the students. They are involved and active in it. It's not just a sit and get for them. They get to participate and respond and practice. And so I really think that's been very beneficial for our students. One thing that surprised me is I see students communicating with their parents about this. They're taking this learning that they're having at school, these conversations, and communicating with their parents, which I think has been great, and the parents have been very excited and appreciative of it.
I started teaching 25 years ago, and I was skeptical about the Michigan Model for Health. And then I participated in a pilot program about 5 years ago, and it really changed my mindset of teaching and delivering materials to my students. Until I did the pilot program, I never integrated the content that they're learning about the specific subject and the skills that they were learning. And so now what I've learned to do is teach a little bit of that content, but how are they going to use these skills in the future? How are they going to use that decision-making process when they're faced with a decision about using alcohol, tobacco, drugs, or how to analyze what influences their decisions to participate in these risk behaviors. And so that really kind of changed my whole philosophy on teaching and how I give that content back to the student body.
The MMH lessons have definitely given me a lot of life lessons, made me a better person. As a student athlete, I feel that mental health is definitely the most important part, and I've learned a lot from the MMH. It's really made me a better person.
MMH lessons have taught me to deal with real-life situations, and one of those lessons was about refusal to drugs and saying no when someone is peer pressuring you. And I think that it's taught me more confidence by practicing in class so that I can use that in real life.
The lessons have really benefited me in my daily life, especially the nutrition lessons. As I'm an athlete, a lot of high school there's a lot of high school athletes. The nutrition lessons have really let me see the way I can approach diet and bring it to my sports.
Because Michigan Model for Health is so comprehensive, it allows districts to tailor it to meet the needs of their students and their buildings. We know that healthy students are better learners, and through the Michigan Model for Health, we develop healthy students and better learners.
Thank you to Christina and our district partners for leading this very important work. Our final segment highlights a team that plays a critical role in ensuring access to education for all students. The Oakland Schools Materials Center provides assistive technologies and resources that support learners with diverse needs across Oakland County. We caught up with Materials Center Manager Brian Mayat to learn more about the impact of this work.
Hello, my name is Brian Mayat. I am the manager of the Materials Center here at Oakland Schools at the Summit campus. The Materials Center supports our 28 local districts and 23 public school academies by helping them facilitate their individual education programs for students with low disabilities. Oakland County has approximately 23,000 students with IEPs, those individualized education programs. Of those 23,000, on any given day, the Materials Center provides support to approximately 15%, roughly 4,000 students. The materials and support that the Materials Center provides to low-incident students in Oakland County allows them to access the curriculum and levels the playing field and allows them to receive educational benefit that they would not otherwise be able to receive.
Hi, I'm Lizzie. I work at the Materials Center. I am an assistive technology support specialist. So I pretty much just work with iPads, programming them for nonverbal students, or I work with switch activated devices too. We program these iPads with assistive communication apps or AAC programs that help children communicate.
My name is Marcel Verstredi. I'm a tech integration specialist for Special Pops out of the Materials Center for Oakland Schools. The most rewarding part of my job is when I encounter a student who has no ability to communicate in the traditional sense, and we are able to provide them with a device that allows them to communicate with the world around them. And I think that's honestly a priceless ability that we're able to provide in Oakland County. I think the work that we do here every day is incredibly important to our community, to Oakland County, and I think we can really be an amazing leader for Michigan and the United States.
Brian and the entire Materials Center team, thank you. Thanks for your dedication to supporting students and expanding access to learning. Thank you for joining us for episode 3 of the Oakland Schools Insider. In our next episode, we'll sit down with Troy Superintendent Dr. Richard Macheski to discuss the upcoming Oakland Enhancement Millage. We'll also celebrate the Oakland County Outstanding Teachers of the Year and so much more. Visit us at oakland.k12.mi.us, subscribe on YouTube, and stay connected with us on social media. I'm Superintendent Kenneth Gutman. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Oakland Schools Insider.